So we will discuss one by one. Okay. Let us talk first about normally we were seeing maintain the various questions, right? Like for example, maintain. So in the category side, right, there were different categories that you were seeing in your system, right? Like accomplishment, career development, disciplinary action, feedback, right? So if in case there is any such item, they may request you to create a new one, right? So it's just merely a name. So you can create it. Let's take an example of board, okay? Or
Where you will see that review questions in goal setting.
and this is something I'm talking about performance review.
Performance
Okay.
review, right?
Yes. So there were multiple options that was coming up, right? Like here, so normally this is something which you do not have to do. Like for example, for performance review, it was already created in your scenario, right?
Mhm.
So you are not supposed to do anything. Okay.
Mhm.
After that, if within that, if there is any question that is supposed to be created, for example, uh, like there were multiple different sections, right? Within
Mhm.
which they were mentioning some questions, right? So
Mhm.
simply in case there is any questions that you want to add on,
Mhm.
okay. So this is where you will maintain or add the questions. Like normally in the review you will see, right? There were different questions that was available,
Mhm.
right? So normally this is where you are going to add the questions. You can just note down the task's name, okay? And what you can do is like you will have time, right? So maintain this
Yeah.
task names. Write down your this task name somewhere, okay? And you can go through all this task in your tenant.
Let me make a note of it. Okay, notepad.
Maintain
Uh,
task name as maintain review questions, maintain review category.
Maintain review questions category and maintain review questions only, right?
Hmm.
Maintain review questions. Okay, maintain review questions
So
within
actually,
category.
in your tenant, you want to see in like there are two different reports that is available for checking what are the existing items that you have in your tenant. For
Mhm.
example, if in case you want to review questions category, just mention review question category. So this is the first one is a report. So this report, what it will do is this will give you a list of all the question related categories that is available.
Categories only. Okay.
Yes, only what are the categories,
Mhm.
right? Similarly, if you will go to review questions,
He'll give you all the questions with the category, right?
yes. So first of all, go through these two reports and check. Okay. And remember one thing, if in case anything has already been used,
Mhm.
right? In that point of scenario, you cannot make any changes.
Okay, so review question and review question category, right? These two. Check. Okay.
Right.
I'll look into this. Okay. Okay, yeah. You want
Okay. Let's come back to the employee review section. Okay. So
to?
talking from the employee review part, right? Employee review section. For that, the task name is create
Mhm.
employee review.
Template.
So here mainly you can create. So see, talking about the review type that you want to use, right? Like this is related to, let me do one thing. So here you are seeing, right? There are different type of
Mhm.
review templates, right? Let's take an example. Here mainly we are briefing about or talking about performance review. Okay. Let me open some relevant one here. Okay. So this is one of the performance review that we have in place.
Mhm.
Now let me run for the same one. So you can see, right, there is an error that comes up like there is already a review for this worker. So normally you have one option, either you can go and delete that. Okay, I will come back to that later. We have already
Mhm.
done that, right? So normally here what we'll do is, okay, let me edit from here. So here you can see, right, here I will not get an option for edit, right?
Mhm.
And the related actions. Okay. Talking about the date that was coming as by default. Okay.
Mhm.
Like the way that we saw here,
Mhm.
right? Because we have hard coded.
Okay. What do you mean by
Okay.
hard coded?
Hard coded means here I have already defaulted the dates, like what is going to be the start date, what is going to be the end date. That is the reason why it is not popping up the way it is something which we are not supposed to. mentioned manually.
Okay. So where do we do that? In configure employee review template.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can see this period started and period ended, right? Because see,
Mhm.
this is for the entire year. Like for normally in US, if in case your normally performance they will run for one entire year starting from 1st of Jan to 31st of December,
Mhm.
right? So if that is in case based on that, you can create it accordingly. Okay. Now let me get back to that, like how we will. So for before going ahead and configuring the employee review template, right?
Mhm.
We have to mention like within that review template, what are the items that we have to consider. Okay. So first of all, I'll create the employee review template. Okay. Here within the review type, the reason why I opened the configure employee review template, because that would have been better. Because
So
after
what is the difference between
getting,
creating an employee review template and configuring
so we'll come
both
back
are
to
same?
this. So normally what it is, so talking about this employee review template, right? So
Mhm.
normally here you will define the names, like which review type you are talking about. Okay. So
So
normally
these four
this,
are like workdays delivered, like, or
yes.
this can be created.
So talking about this review type, right?
Mhm.
So this is already built in your system for the annual performance. So you will be using the same. Okay. You can mention the name as like, for example, like for your scenario, I'm telling like 2024 annual performance review. Okay. So this is how you're going to name it for your annual performance review. Talking about section type. Okay. So what are the various sections that you want to use for your performance review? Like in your scenario, I think it was four or five. Okay. Like for
Mhm.
example, attachment, right? Attachment was the last one that you had. After that, uh,
Goals.
goals. No, it was not goals. There was something else.
I think I
Right?
had goals. Three items only. Goals, development items,
Yeah. If in case it was that,
values.
you can
Yeah.
mention goals. Okay. So that inactive option was for that.
Inactive is like if you don't want to use this particular one, right?
Yes. If in case you don't want to use this due to any reason,
Mhm.
in that scenario, you can opt it for that.
Mhm.
Okay. Now,
Enable
talking
feedback
about
on
this layout override, right?
yeah,
Click on
yeah.
the layout override.
What is enable feedback on printout? What is that?
Enable
After inactive?
feedback on printout. Like normally, the performance review can be printed out. Okay. Normally, when this is shared with the employees, right? This is shared out in the format of PDF. Can you go back? Let me see in your case whether they have enabled it or not. Go back to the next one. Yes, they have enabled it. Mainly, the simple meaning of that is like for example, talking about the feedback, right? Like the printout that happens, right? Whether in that one they want to enable whether in that printout the employees can see the feedback or not.
Mhm.
Okay, there is nothing else.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Okay, now talking about label layout override, right?
Yeah. What is this exactly? What override is that?
Can you go back in the all section? Open this in the new. Open this in the new. Let's see how they have created the layout. So if you can see this, right? Custom report, performance review statement. So talking about the printout that will happen, right? So this is with respect to that. So similarly, they have created it, right? Like business form layout. Can you open this merit design, RPT design, whether that is applicable, available? Can you open that? This link
Merit.
in
This
Integra
one.
Merit here. Open this.
An attachment.
Open that. Not sure whether.
RPT design. Can't open this.
So normally this is like how talking about the file that is sent through, right? So it's with respect to that. So normally what we have is we have a default override, that is default layout that is available, right? If in case we do not want to follow that and there is something else that we want to create, so this is for that specific scenario.
We got it.
Okay. So normally if in case they want the same thing, you can just copy it and you can create, nothing major. Okay.
Okay, the same thing I can copy from here, right? Layout.
Or
Or
else
it should be
create,
already there, right?
create it
They
again,
already have one,
like
right?
create business form layout you have, right?
Business form layout here.
Yeah, and create the same one from there. Just mention the new name. Now go back again. Create business form layout. Okay. So you can just name your one. Okay. If in case they have attached the report design, right?
Mm-hmm. Report design, yeah, yeah.
You can select the same one that they have chosen. If in case they have a different one, you can create your own custom. Okay. So this is
There's so
something
many
which,
of them, right? Yeah.
yeah, this is something which you can check from them and accordingly you can get it. So there is already multiple layouts that is available here, right? For 2025 as well. So they will let you know. Okay. Or else you
Where
can
I can
ask.
see that, like, how I don't, what is this exactly? I'm not getting it exactly, It's
So
layout here.
normally what happen is there are talking about this performance review, right? There is a specific layout. If in case you do not choose this, like whatever workday delivered option is there, that will come in that layout form.
Can I see it here in my tenant? The layout, how it
So
looks like?
mainly once that is done, go to any worker, in any of the tab, go to any worker, open any full-time worker. Yeah. Go to actions, go to performance. Yeah. Scroll down. Do one thing, go to the related actions. But before going to the related action, let me see whether he has, okay, time in this position. He has been for a long time. Okay. Go to related actions. Scroll down. Come to talent. Click on talent. Print talent card. Okay. Click on notify me later. Once the notification will come, we will look into that. Let's see what changes they have done. Okay. Now go back to the configuration. Okay. Okay. You can cancel this. Okay. So this is how it can be done. Normally they might ask you to create it once again.
They will ask me
Default
to create
editor
the
option,
temp.
user guided experience. Okay. That is
I
downloaded.
think
Can
I
you open?
recorded this, downloaded, PDF. This one.
Can you see this layout?
Mhm.
Pricing specialist, training, last performance. Okay. performance over time meets expectation, employee, last performance rating, performance over time. Okay, they're not having any like manager's feedback or anything. You can see here, manager's response is not available, employee response is not available because they have not set it up like that. They
Mhm.
are just only able to see some specific items like meets expectation, last performance rating, nothing else.
That's it. Okay. Meet expectation.
Yes.
Performance over time, nothing, employee name, nothing, right? Okay. Session plan. So this is what they take a printout and talk to the employee for performance review.
See, talking about this is the custom. I think this is the customized one that they have set it up. But talking from the workday point of view, it looks a bit different.
Okay.
The default one. Okay. Let us do the default one. We will not go with this guided one and our scenario that we are creating for. Go back. Go back to the next tab. Okay, this was the one, right? Click on edit. Okay.
Yep. No, edit. Okay. Edit, and then we go with the default template here, right?
There is one more section, other reviewer section. Okay, if you can see that, enable additional manager evaluation for all sections. The
Mhm.
meaning of this is, for example, we had, if you will scroll down, there are four sections that we have added,
Yeah.
right?
One, two.
For all these four sections, if I, in case I want the managers, scroll up, if I want any additional managers evaluation for all this section, like normally, let's take an example, you are my manager. For example,
Mhm.
you are my manager, it's already going to you, right? If in case there might be scenario wherein I want it to be reviewed, right? Or I want to get added some additional comments. Like normally manager has the option, right? For now, he can go and look into that and he can add his comment. Similarly, if in case I want it to be done by another person as well, maybe another manager, in that scenario, we
Mhm.
can enable this. But this is something which in your organization they are not using. So let's keep that as it is. Now click done. Okay. Now let me see
What is
what
the
help text
default
they
editor
have.
option? What is that? Default editor option?
So that is a default option that is available. We are not supposed to do anything on that.
Okay, because you can select here, right?
Yes.
Not use only uses guide directions. Okay.
Normally we use the use guided experience. Go back to the next tab and show me what are the help text that they have set up, because this is something which you might have to change.
Configure
Go to
help
the next
text.
tab.
This one?
No, no, no. Go to the next tab which is already created. Let me see the help text that they have. Not this one. Next tab. The next tab. Yep. Configure help text. So you see this help text?
Mhm.
This is something which you will have to change for the one that you will be creating for 2024. So normally what this help text is about. Normally, when an employee is doing the evaluation, right? So this is the text that is coming as of now. Like as you complete your 2020 review,
Mhm.
so this is what help text is coming. So here there are multiple contents. Talking about the first section, set content, right? If you mention anything here, right, that will be default available when you are going to start, right? This is something going to be available for all the scenarios. Talking about
Mhm.
the employee evaluation section, when the employee is evaluating himself, right,
Mhm.
at the heading, this is what it is going to have. Okay. Talking about for the manager, right, what is the text that he is going to get? So it's over here. Similarly, employee acknowledgement, right? If in case when the employee is acknowledging, okay, if at that point of time there is any help text that is needed, so you will add here. Similarly, it goes to the manager acknowledgement as well. Okay, so this is the help text section which you have to update for the 2024 one that you will be creating. Okay,
Oh yeah, they will give me the content, right? So I just need to update, right?
yes. So talking about in your requirement gathering time, you will discuss like, is there any changes in the help text for the upcoming year?
Mhm.
Okay, so this is something which you will check. Okay, Now go back to section help text. No, yes. Can you see? So we have set up four different sections,
Mhm.
right? So talking about for every section, what should be written at the employees level, at the manager level. This is where mainly we set up for each and every section.
Correct.
Okay. Like for
Yes.
example, for in the employee section, it will mention as consider your goals for 2023 and provide thoughtful feedback for each goal. So
Mhm.
depending upon whatever sections you have added, you will update the help text here. Okay. This is again a mandatory thing that we do whenever we set this up.
Got it. So this will be for both employee and manager evaluations text,
Yes, for
right?
employee and for manager, it's going to be a two separate thing.
Mhm.
Okay. What is help text? Help text is nothing but maybe let's take an example as an employee joined the company. I don't know exactly what I have to do in the performance review. I'm fresh out of college. I joined the company, right?
Mhm.
So here you can see clearly, right? Consider your goals for 2023 and provide thoughtful feedback for each goal. When I will
Mhm.
read this, I will understand, okay, this is what something I have to mention. Okay.
Mhm.
So help text is nothing but a help, uh, some messages in the form of text that is going to be available for the employee as well as manager. Okay.
Sure, I got it. Yeah. Mhm.
What exactly they have to write? So individually, you can go to all of them, like go to the values section, go to questions. So talking about these changes that you do here, right?
Mhm.
Again, for making even this changes, if in case your template has already been used even once, you will not be able to do that.
This template basically, right?
Yes, the employee review template that we are talking about, right? So mainly
Yeah,
you will
it's
be
already
able
been
to,
used. So we can, okay, we have to create a new one basically, right?
sorry,
You have to create a new template, right?
no need to create new template, right? Always you
Okay.
will not be creating new template. So talking about this 2023 one, you are not going to make any changes.
Yeah,
For
because it's already
2024,
been done, right? Yeah. Huh?
yeah, for 2024, that one that you have created, right? Maybe for
Mhm.
your testing purpose, you did some performance review for some employee, right?
Mhm.
Later on, what will happen is you may want to make some changes, right? Within that. So you will, what you will do is you will resend the performance review that for testing purpose, whatever you have, you will resend that. You will come back to your 2024 template and you'll make the changes. And again, you go
Mhm.
back and test. Okay. I will show you like how to check like how, maybe you have tested, right? Maybe some other people might have also tested. How to know
Mhm.
like how for how many people it has been tested? I will show you that. So this is how
Mhm.
you will manage the help text. This is the
Okay.
important section. So this is
Mhm.
something which you can go to the screen during your call and you can discuss with them. So note down all this. Right, configure employee review within that directly. This will not pop up. This is not a
Mhm.
direct task.
Right.
Configure employee review template. Within that, you will get this. Yep.
Mhm. Got it.
Just do cancel here.
Mhm.
So talking about for how many employees it has been tested, right? If you want to check that, you can see this employee review started, right? Click on three. So this will give you list of all the three people, right?
Mhm.
Open your name in the new tab. How to resend that? I hope click on the related actions and open in this new tab. Go to the job. worker history. Uh, just click on view worker history by category. Go to goals and reviews. Okay, go to career and talent. Okay, so these two are the one that you have initiated on 9/5. I think this is the one. Go back to the previous tab, goals and reviews. These two are the one. Delete. Go to the related actions of one of the item. Performance review. I can see. Yeah. Three dot. Click on three dot. Business review. Business process. Cancel. Just write test and click submit. Similarly, go to the next one. Cancel. Now go back to your previous tab. Refresh this. Scroll down. Can you click on reviews? Started. Once again. Employee review started. It should become three.
Sorry, three, right? Also it was three, right?
What?
Earlier also it was three, right?
Yes. Can you refresh this again? It should normally come back to one.
Showing three again.
Can you open it once again? Your profile is already open, right? Go back there in the next tab. Refresh this.
Cancelled.
That's it. Go to work. Click on view worker history. That is cancelled. Okay, looks good. Go back to previous one. Go back to the previous tab again. Refresh that. Not there here. In the previous one. Third tab. No, in
This
the
third.
fourth one. Fourth one. Cancel this and refresh. Click on the alert. At the temp. Okay. See, this template is logged and cannot be changed because it's being used in review that are in progress or completed.
So anything which is in use, you cannot.
So this has been logged.
Log.
Do cancel this. Go back and open the first one now. The first worker that we have. I think it was your manager. Yeah. Open that. Let's delete it from there and let's. Normally that's how it works. Click on the worker. Open this in a new tab. Your manager. Again, go back to worker history. Job worker history. For this, it is already completed, right? Click on view worker history by category. Goals and reviews. Scroll down. Go to the performance review section. Scroll down. Talking about initiated on 8/1/93. Can you open the 2024 media touchpoint in the new tab?
The first one is complete or cancelled one?
No, don't cancel. Just open that in the new tab. I want to see the content inside the above one.
The first one, right? You're saying?
Yes, yes. No, we cannot delete this. No, we cannot cancel this.
It's already successfully
Click on the
status
overall.
completed.
Click on the overall process. Overall process below his name. Yeah. Okay.
In person. It's showing the same thing, right? Basically.
No, so this is something which we cannot really. Let's keep this as it is. Actually, that
Mhm.
template is locked. That is the reason why it is not getting refreshed. So we can ignore that. Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
But normally that's how you can check. Okay. Because maybe they have already finalized this wherein this ferry mark has done, right? That's why it's not refreshing and getting the real time data. Okay. Now you can close this all items that we have opened related to you and your manager. Yeah. Close this. Same here. Close this. Close this. Okay. Now go back to the previous one. Close this. Keep this open here. Now, this was all about related to the. Now come back to the section. Scroll down. So talking about all these sections that we have, right? Click on configure section. Normally this we will not be able to do. Reason being,
It's
this
already
is
in use.
already in use. Okay.
Okay.
Now go back to the previous tab, the one that you were creating, the first tab, I think it was there.
Hmm.
Okay. Uh, just save that on the above. You can see, right? Save that first one. Yep. Now let's configure this section. Click on configure section, perform goal. Okay. So this is the main layout. Okay. Can you scroll down? So see, I will discuss in detail about this in the next session. Okay. Just to give you a brief, right? Talking
Mhm.
about the first item that we can see, perform goal. Okay. Section configuration. What is the label? If in case you want to name it something else with respect to perform goal, override
Mhm.
label, right? You can use that. Okay. Click on section comments, checkbox that.
Mhm.
So see, if you click on this section comment, right? Talking about the goals, right? I can make anything mandatory.
Okay.
Okay. Like whether it's going to be mandatory for the manager or for employee, this is something where I control everything. For
Okay,
all the
got it.
sections, like normally when you were doing the performance review, right? For the from the employee side and the manager side, there were some fields which were coming as mandatory, there were some fields which was coming as optional. So this is the area from where we control all those items.
I
Okay.
got it.
For all the sections, it's going to be different.
Mhm.
Okay. Click similarly, if you will scroll down in the ratings part, right? There were some areas where rating was mandatory, right?
Mhm. What is this goal payout band? I, this one?
Which one? I will come back to that later. Okay.
Mhm.
Scroll down. Talking about this ratings and comment, right?
Mhm.
Similarly, we had a rating options available. So majorly what I can understand is you do not have to make any major changes. Okay. For example, section rated. Click on select section rated section. So here you have rating with override, rating with not override, prompt for rating. Rating with overrides means you can make changes to the rating.
Mhm.
Okay. Rating with no override means you cannot make any changes to that. Prompt for
Okay.
rating means you will have the rating option. Okay.
Options. Okay.
Click on prompts for rating.
Mhm.
When you click for prompts for rating, you have to select let which rating scale you are talking about.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Open this rating scale in a new tab. You may have to create the rating scale as well. Like this is the one that I can see on, if that is how it is opening, click on the 2022 rating scale and open that in a new tab. Above, there is a highlighted, yeah, open that in a new tab. So if in case they suggest you to create any new rating scale, you'll be creating a new rating scale. The task is create rating scale. Search in the task, create rating scale.
Should I create a new window or use this one same?
You can open in the next tab, that's also fine. Not there, in the previous one. Yeah, you can mention create rating scale. Okay, so this is where you can name, like for example, 2024, and you can create your own rating scale.
Mhm.
Okay, so normally this is all something you can check, like what is the rating scale that you want to use.
Mhm.
Okay, if it's going to be the same as previous year, so normally don't ask one by one. Okay,
Mhm.
normally you can open the review template that they have used in the past. Okay,
Mhm.
you can ask them like what is the changes that we have in this year.
Okay, got it.
For
Like this,
example, for
uh,
example,
yeah. Mhm.
don't open the one that you are creating for yourself. Go back to the last tab in
The
Workday.
one,
That
okay, got it. The one they have, this
next
one,
one.
right?
They have this
Yeah,
one
this.
in place, right? So you
Yeah.
can refer this, okay, and you can tell them like this is the sections, this is the goals that we have in place, right?
Mhm.
What are the changes that we have within this? Whether you talk about help text, whether you talk about all the different sections,
Mhm.
right? So you can ask about all those items.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. Whether talking about the rating scale, there is any changes, right?
Mhm.
There might be some changes, right, that we are looking into. Go back to the first tab, rating scale. So you can create your own rating scale.
Mhm.
Okay. After that, scroll down. You will select your own rating scale. Once you have selected your own rating scale, after that you can say requires section rating for. If you click there, you will have an option of employee and manager.
Mhm.
So the meaning is in the goals section, right? Do you want to have the ratings? Normally for goals, we do not have the rating. You have to just mention what you have done and all.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Right? So like the way we are setting it up, similar way we can set it up for each and every item. Okay. So rating description, if you go that, like all the different rating has a description, right? So that will
Mhm.
also pop up. Allow employees rating means employee will be able to rate.
Rate themselves. Okay. Mhm.
Show mapped calculated section rating. So with respect to the rating skill that you have created, right? Based on that, what is the, let's take an example. When we use like multiple sections, right? And if in case I want to get it the average or something, so in that scenario, mainly we use this. Okay.
Mhm.
Talking about the comment section, right? Items comment. What is, there is a difference between the above comment and the below comment that we are seeing. Okay. So talking about the above comment, that is for the entire goal section.
Mhm.
Talking about this comment, this is for every item that we have in place for the goals section. Like for every item, I have to comment something.
Yeah, there might maybe five goals, so they have to comment on all five goals,
Yes.
right? Like that. Okay.
So it's up to the requirement, like how they want to set this up.
Mhm.
Okay. We will stop here today.